Sitting at this park, waiting for these people to get done with my tables and chairs. And I'm gonna have to put some rules in place. This ain't gonna work. It's almost making me not want to do this anymore. But I'm gonna have to push past it because if I want to be abnormal, I have to do abnormal things. If I want to be different, if I want to have what other people don't have, I gotta do what other people aren't willing to do. I realized if I don't make a change, I'm gonna lose my family to this business. What's going on, y'all? My name is Rod, and this is episode 9 of the $1 Million Business Challenge. I'm excited because we had a reservation last weekend, and that brings us one step closer to our goal of paying off all our equipment. That order brought our total net worth to $225 and brought us more than halfway to our goal of $432. But there was an issue. Dropping off a reservation today. Normally I'd be in a great mood about that because I love making money and reaching our goals on the channel. But I ain't gonna lie, this has been a stressful one. This hasn't been a good day. I still work full time as an accountant. So it's a Friday, it's 2:15, and I'm usually at work right now. I had a customer that needed the reservation at 2:30, which I usually can get off early on a Friday and make it happen. But just as a backup, I called my dad for some help. He's got a pickup truck and he's dependable, so I figured he'd be able to help me out in case I can't make it there on time and get off work early enough to make it. So my dad don't get around too good, and he still does the best that he can. I was expecting him to be able to put a couple of tables and chairs on the back of the truck, but it turns out it was just harder for him than I anticipated. And then there's also something that was difficult for my wife too, who tried to step in and help. So long story short, they had a hard time getting the stuff on the truck. So I was gonna have to leave work anyway to help unload the stuff off the back of the truck, which is fine. You know, this is my deal. I should be the one responsible. But if that be the case, if I was gonna have to be there to unload, then I could have just put the stuff in my car this morning before work, and I could have just skipped the extra step and just took it myself. But, you know, I'm learning some hard lessons. I'm learning some valuable lessons. You know, I got to do a better job of just making sure that if I can't do it, I probably shouldn't be accepting it, because whether people have good intentions or not, whether they're trying or not, just sometimes people just can't do what you can. So, you know, you're running a risk when you start asking other people to do stuff. The second thing that's causing me stress is tonight is movie night. Supposed to be going to the movies with the family this evening. The way I planned it out, it was supposed to be in between the time that I was dropping off the tables and chairs and picking them up, 3 or 4 hours later. Come time to buy the tickets, my wife was trying to buy tickets today, and the time I had picked out, it was sold out. So then there was some scrambling, trying to find another theater with a better time, and then, I didn't realize that we had other friends coming along with us with their children, so this turned out to be a big thing. And what I'm getting from all of this is that I'm going to have to make some hard decisions when it comes to whether I'm taking orders or not, or what my priorities are going to be. And it's not just going to be cut and dry. It's not going to always be easy, but at the end of the day, I know it's going to be worth it, because we're going to build something that is going to be beneficial to my family and I in the future. So I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep working on it, and I'll give y'all an update when we get this stuff unloaded. But guess who wasn't there when I showed up? The customer. Spent all that effort rushing, trying to make sure we were on time, and they were nowhere close to being there. The plan was to drop off the tables and chairs at the appointment time, drive about 30 or 40 minutes to get to the movie theater, sit and watch the movie for 2 hours, then leave straight from the movie theater and go pick up the tables and chairs. So there was no room in this plan for error. These people ended up being like 45 minutes late to this appointment. And they were expecting me to leave my stuff up there unattended. I don't think so. But I had to make a choice. Am I going to wait for these people and follow through with this order? Or am I going to leave and go to the movies with my family? And I got to tell you, my wife was pissed. Rightfully so. We planned this ahead of time. We bought the tickets ahead of time. These people who we hardly know are getting in the way of what I have to do with my family, who is obviously more important. So up until this point, I didn't have any formal agreements in place. I didn't make anybody sign anything, so it wouldn't necessarily be fair for me to pack up and leave without having those terms outlined in the contract beforehand. So that's when I knew I need an agreement with terms laid out beforehand so everybody would know what happened in situations like this. I sat down, I got a template from online, and I wrote an agreement that is very detailed and outlines everything that's going to happen, how everybody needs to perform, and going forward is going to protect me and my family from situations like this. Now I have an agreement that I can point to that says, hey, if you're not doing what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do it, then I have a right to cancel. And I'm going to keep some of your money. And if I don't perform, then you get to hold me accountable. We got Christmas coming up next. Got some more orders on the way. And we're going to keep on working. Because one day, this is going to be $1 million business. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.